Right, good morning everyone, welcome back to the MCM Outdoor Show. I'm just on my way out for a coffee with the Walshmeist, but I had a comment on YouTube the other day. Someone, Mr. Cairns, he's called, asking the following: "Hey MCM, how are you chap? Noticed you commented to someone else 3 weeks ago saying you would do a year in video soon. Any idea if you will still be making it? I'm sure many people would appreciate it, as there doesn't seem to be many videos about this pack, despite it being on the market for many years. Thanks." That's in respect to the Stubben backpack by Fjallraven, which I've had now for just over a year. So I'm going to make that video. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the pack, how it's fared up, and how it's wearing. It's been brilliant. I haven't used it for anything extreme. I've used it for some day hikes. I've taken it up to Pendle Hill a couple of times. I've had it on like family trips up to Wales, to the beach and stuff like that, and it's been really good. I'll just read you through some of the specs on the Fjallraven website just to remind you about the overall features and specifications. The overall weight is 2,200 grams, so it's a 2.2 kilo pack. It's made with Fjallraven's G1000 fabric. The inner lining is polyester. It's a 27 litre pack, and that's without the additional side pockets which you can get, which I'll talk you through shortly. 28 centimetres wide, 50 centimetres high. You get an included rain cover, which I'll show you. And the description from Fjallraven is a clever day pack with a built-in frame that's comfortable both to carry and to sit on. Holds a large pack lunch and reinforcement garments, and is practical for hunting, fishing, bird watching and any other outdoor activities during which you might want to sit down and enjoy your surroundings. One of the main features about the pack is that it's got this internal frame, and it's actually like a seat. It's got a padded cover on the top, and it's basically a seat as well, so that's really good. Steel frame, it can hold my weight, so that's pretty good. But it's really good. It's made by Fjallraven, so the quality speaks for itself, or it should do, and I'll show you why that is. In terms of water repellency, well, it's being treated with the Fjallraven wax, which you can get just to reapply. It's like a wax canvas. It repels water. The water still beads on it a year in. I haven't needed to retreat it. Granted, I haven't been out in any massive or extreme rain, but if it did, I would have no doubts as to the water repellency based on what I've seen so far. It's been absolutely brilliant. It's like when you get a new Gore-Tex jacket where the water just beads off. It's still doing that now. So I'm going to show you while I'm talking, just go over the pack, show you there's no marks on it, and we'll have a closer little look. Like I say, I've had it for just over a year, and if we have a little look around the pack, the areas where you'd expect to see some wear on these buckles, it still looks fine. There's no massive signs of any wear underneath these. It's just thick, robust leather. It still fastens tight. Hopefully that's going to focus. Yeah, as you can see, you know, some people might expect that the hole to just widen and the leather to become really slack there, but I've had no issues with that whatsoever. All the zippers, again, all absolutely fine. No issues there. It is just, I think I said in my first video, just absolutely exquisitely made. Main area of wear is, because it's this seat, is the base of the pack. Let me get the shot set up properly. Excuse the crude filming with the foot, but the base of the pack, again, the fabric's not frayed. Now I've cleaned this, I've just got like a wet wipe or a baby wipe basically when I've come back and I've been out in the mud and rain. It's a couple of little muddy bits impregnated, but I'm a great believer of looking after your kit, especially if you're spending a reasonable amount of money on it. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not weird or over the top for doing it. It's just literally looking after something that you've paid a lot of money for, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you would expect normally maybe a little bit of wear, but it's really heavy duty canvas that they've used on the base of this pack. You know, you're going to be putting it down on all sorts of terrain, mud, rocks, you know, some quite sharp objects on the ground, and there's absolutely not a mark on it. It is built like a tank. It really, really is. So there's no problems with wear on the base of the pack whatsoever. Let's have a little look at the straps and that area, which is again a high area of use. And basically again, it still looks like I've bought it. There's no wear. There's no wearing on this. It's like big padded foam here. It all still looks like the day I bought it. The side pockets, again, this is another sort of area where people have asked me a couple of questions what they can hold. You get a 1 litre Sig bottle in there, and the toggles, how these side pockets are fixed onto the body of the pack. I'm struggling just to get that to focus there, but there you go. There's basically a plastic toggle with this thick, it's like the material which seat belts are made out of in your car. That goes through some eyes on this fabric, and there's one there. There's 4 fixing points in total. One on the other side, just there, and one on the bottom here, and one on the base there. Now, if you've got a litre of water in there, well, that's going to weigh 1 kilo, isn't it? Roughly 1 kilo for every litre of water that you carry, and of course the vessel that you're carrying it in. On the other side, so there's no play, there's no wear on these points here where you think it's going to be like, I mean, like, it's absolutely rock solid. There's no issues whatsoever. There's no fraying, there's no tearing, there's no stretching. The stitching just hasn't moved. It is literally solid. You could basically hang off that and there'd be no issues whatsoever. Some other possible areas of wear are the buckles and the clasps used for fastening the chest strap. Still absolutely nothing. It's like the day I bought it. Again, it's all this thick solid material. There's no issues with that. The buckles are still proper working order, which you'd expect if you're paying over £200 for a rucksack, but no issues whatsoever in that respect. You see, you've got just a handle for lifting there, and you've got a handle either side of the pack just for some easy lifting when you're out and about. So the seat pad itself, again, it has seen some wear. It's had my weight on it. I weigh about 13.5 stone, just over 13 stone now. But again, you've got outdoor pants on with buckles and fasteners. There's nothing there. You might see some lines, but all that is the seat cover which is underneath. There's no issues again with the durability of this G1000 fabric which they've used on the top of the pack. We'll have a quick look inside and we'll wrap this one up. It's just a case of popping off these buckles, lift the lid of the pack up. You can see it's the padded seat cover. There's a little pull toggle here. I mean, I don't access this part much because there's a front zipper. You don't actually have to do what I'm doing now, but this is just to illustrate the seat pad. Here we go. It's quite thick, quite substantial. That's padded to that depth. Just mindful of the focusing here, but again, absolutely fine. The interior of the pack is still as new. I don't use a rucksack liner, but I would recommend it. Again, you're paying for quite a premium product, and you're going to want it. You're going to want to look after it. But the frame, you can see the quality of the welds there on the frame. There's no messing around. They are not going anywhere. You could, really have some kind of significant weight on here, I should imagine, without any issues. And again, just the quality of the stitching and stuff, it's as the day I bought the pack. So in practice with this, if you want to get into the main body of the pack, you've literally just pull this down. You've got a zipper along the top and a zipper going up the length of the pack. You've got access to your things, and of course it's designed in this way so that you can be seated on there and you can reach down into your pack, keep your bum dry, keep all the contents dry and access it without having to get up off your seat. You've got the zip there, zip back up to the top. The top of the zip, as you can see, is covered by the lip of the lid here, so there's no issues with rain ingress or anything like that. And then again, you've got your 2 toggles. You can do it all one-handed with gloves on, no messing around. Big brass buckle there, push that in, same, and your pack is fastened, ready to carry on your adventure. Just very quickly before we end this one, this top zipper, what you have here is the rain cover, which is like, it's like the rings of a tree, but there's some toggles on the front of the pack that just pulls over and fastens down. The toggles are actually on the side. As you can see, you've got a buckle there, fastens onto that, and likewise on the other side, brass buckle, press stud just onto the front of the pack. Quite a lot of pockets, pocket across the front, good bit of storage there, pocket on the front of the pack again. So it's all in all, cracking bit of kit, and it's stayed in great shape. Let's wrap this one up. So all in all, as you probably gathered from that, I think it's a brilliant pack. It's held up well. I've looked after it, but I look after all my kit. There's no marks on it whatsoever. Anything on it, it's just rubbed off due to the water repellency of this the wax which it's been impregnated with. I've not had to treat it again, and it's one of my favourite packs. I've got quite a lot of outdoor equipment which I've basically amassed over the years, over a long period of time, and this is one of my favourite packs. It's basically a timeless design, classic design. I like the canvas of it. It's not an overly technical pack in terms of, you know, the new modern fabrics and stuff like that, but it's just a really nice pack. I really enjoy it, and I'd have no hesitation in recommending that to anyone. Don't see many of them about. Maybe people are put off by possibly the price, over the fact that, I don't know, they don't. I've seen some concerns over people online who are worried about breathability and, you know, getting a sweaty back because there's no sort of, this presses right against your back when you've got it on. But I mean, this is how rucksacks were back in the day, and if you get a sweaty back, it's not really the end of the world, is it? You've got a lovely bit of kit here. It's a bag which is so well made that it'll last you for life. And I mean, do I get overly attached to my outdoor gear? Is that a bit weird? I don't know, but if you look after this, like I say, it's a bag for life. And when you go walking and have your little adventures and your days out, you're making memories. And if you've got your gear with you, I suppose you associate that with your memories of that particular walk. So you're going to make memories with this pack, and it's a good bit of kit. Just looking at some prices online very quickly before I wrap it up. If you shop around, you can get reasonable deals. I got this from the Bushcraft store. Don't forget, when you buy it, it doesn't come with these side pouches. But if we just have a look on, for example, Backpacking United here now, I'll just put it into Google. It's being offered for sale for £174.63. That's minus the pockets. If you're looking for the side pockets, let's just quickly put this into Google. You can get the side pockets for £33, so add another 35, say, give or take, pounds for the side pockets. I would 100% recommend, if you're going to get the side pockets. You're giving yourself some extra volume. Put your water bottles in there and whatever else you want to carry. But it's great. You could do a lovely little hammock camp with this. You can fit your tarp, everything in it, everything you need, with some clever packing and a bit of thought. So yeah, thanks for requesting that I make this video. I'm always willing to listen to the feedback on our videos, good or bad, and I'll work on it. And we're always open to requests. If you want to see something, just ask us. If we've got a bit of time on my hands, I don't mind just putting a video up there. So to Mr. Cairns, thank you for your request. I hope you found this useful. And very quickly going forwards for MCO Outdoor Show, we're approaching winter now. We've not long had October camp, which is good. We've just about recovered from the alcohol intake, but you should see some more hammock camps, Walshy's obviously injured his knee and he's post-op, so he's recovering in that respect. It probably means he's out of bounds for anything serious walking wise, but I'm hoping to try and persuade him to maybe do something little and maybe get him in a hammock. So yeah, hammock camping. I'll be going up to the lakes. I'm going up to the lakes this weekend for a day out, and I'll probably take my camera along. Hopefully you'll enjoy that one. But thanks very much for watching. Check us out on Facebook. We've got an official group. It's a closed group, you've got to ask to join, but join that, join in with banter, suggestions, and show us all your pictures of your gear and your outdoor adventures. We've also got an official Facebook page, give us a like, and of course if you like this video, if you like the videos on the channel, our unique MCM style, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and we will see you on the next video. Go and enjoy the great outdoors.